Grand Rising, everyone. Hello, it's me again. That one you just can't get rid of. You're about to get rid of. This is Eddie King Smith IV, the capitalized king of the United Nations. Christ, aka Yahawashi, by entitlement of congressional act and international treaty so established of capitalization entitlement. And I'm here today, also in my sue juris uncapitalized name, just Eddie King Smith IV, the second highest ensign of Christ. What I want to talk to you about, this is actually very important. I'm pretty sure this is the last video in the series before I take my climb. So I want to kind of discuss some things, some very important things. So what this is a royal message to the Royal Assembly of the King of Kings and to all members of the various administrations, the Royal Accountant, Elam, the Islamic Republic of Iran, my Royal Ambassador, the Nation of Islam here in America, and the Heart of the King, the second Heart of the King, and my elect royal judges of both my Civil Judiciary Administration of GMS Israelites and my judicial administration of IUIC, and also to all of my high maidens of IUIC, descendants of all of I've mentioned, whom are my royal administration. Okay, this is very, very important to me. When I say it's important, I mean it is important to me that you comprehend what I'm about to tell you. Okay? Because these are for my gardens. They're mine gardens. Yours, obviously. You're my partners, my equity partners. Here's what we're going to do. Okay? I have assigned high maidens from IUIC, and I've made a decree of such, which we'll go over in a bit. And I'm going to have a good conversation about that. But right now, what I want to talk to you about is I want to talk to you about what the gardens are and how they work. Okay? What I'm doing is I'm establishing gardens in all of my United Nations. What I want you to do is I want you to go and I want all of the colleges, all colleges, each one, we're to establish a 10-mile radius domain around each one. And around each college, I'm annexing all of the buildings, every building within a 10-mile radius. They're mine. I own them anyway. I'm annexing them. What we're going to do is we're going to more than likely relocate those individuals. It will be up to the high maidens if they are going to be allowed to stay or not. Individuals who are residing in that area. Because what we're going to do is we're going to push those out, and we're going to keep the children. Those are going to be the children's housings, and also the faculty's housings. What I want to do is I'm putting the high maiden in charge of that 10-mile radius domain, and I tell you, they shall rule. They shall rule that domain as my queens. You'll see in a moment. Now, what I want you high maidens to do is I want you to teach the children. Okay, I want you to establish elementary. I want you to establish all the way up, okay, to the college level. And what I want you to do is I want you to reinstitute church and state within your domains. You are I have commissioned for a flag for myself for the crown, but you are to also either commission a flag of your own for each high maiden, and you were to raise that flag, and it is to remain to the right, just a little bit lower of my flag, and that symbolizes that you are my queen and that you are of mine authority. Those entering into your domain, they are subject to your commands. Okay, that's number one. Number two, the gardens. What are they? At each college campus, what I am going to do is this. I have, amongst everything that I've said over the last 7 years, everything that I've written, I have probably written, I don't know, maybe 6, 7, 8, maybe more books. Probably, I don't know, probably more. I've written a lot of books. A lot of books, okay? Books going over life technology, books going over living waters of life. I've talked about building fountains. I've talked about various plants and trees. And what I want to do is I want the my royal ambassadors. You are the ones who I've decided to bequeath the knowledge of my harmonic resonance technology. I've decided to bequeath um, the the handing out of it to you. You're going to be in charge of that. Also, I want all of my royal ambassadors. I want you working, constantly learning all of the new technology that I've made and that I've designed for all of you. Over time, advancing it, becoming more astute with the physics. I'm gonna be honest. I bridged a little bit just because I needed to slow down the rebellious assembly of criminal sound majestus from deciphering what I've done. But what you'll find is as you go through all of my notes and all of my works, eventually you're going to be able to pull out everything that you need to know. And you'll have to do a forensic analysis on everything I say with unabridged knowledge. And then you'll eventually decipher everything. Okay? So what I want my royal ambassadors to do is I want you to go and I want you to build a beautiful fountain at each one of these colleges. I want you to place it in front of the college with a good enough amount of room where the children of Israel, all in attendance of the high maintenance garden, where they can assemble, where they can learn wisdom. In each of these fountains, what I want you to do is I want you to put 12 pillars around each of these fountains. And what I want you to do is I want you to put on these pillars, in ascending in as time passes, the ascendant knowledge of all of the high maidens and of some of who is established as the high academics of wisdom. And what I want you to do is I want you to put on these pillars from the bottom up. I want you to put puzzles, and riddles of wisdom that the children can walk around and figure out. Of the 12 pillars, I want a pillar for each tribes of the 12 tribes of Israel. I want their wisdom put on their pillar. And as time goes by, each garden will grow in wisdom. As far as my contribution, what I want under the pillar of Judah at the bottom there is I want the first puzzle. What I want, what I planned to fill, every pillar with something. But what I want is I want you to set up a table next to the first pillar. in front of it, and I want you to put a large block of rubellite tourmaline crystal, mostly rubellite, onto the pillar. And then what I want you to do is I want you to put a large N52 magnet underneath it. What I want you to do is I want you to take a gold-plated plate, and I want you to be able to make it to slide in between the magnet and the main node of the crystal, and then off to the front and the side in a triangular pattern around the crystal. What I want you to do is I want you to put three chains, and I want you to put neodymium magnets, N52 magnets on each of the chains. And I want you to make it so that when you pull out the throttle to allow the magnetic the EMF to traverse into the crystal and polarize, what's going to happen is the three magnets are going to pull towards the crystal. And the reason why this is so important in this first puzzle is for the children. That's for all, to remind you I love you, but it's to always remind you of the light of days, and to give you the fullness of polarization, so you can see the polarization of the light, and you can see, like I did, that's the starting step to knowing and to being able to see the light of days. And I know it's elementary to those way in the future, but we started here, so please give me some respect. Okay. I could have put puzzles that would blow your mind away, that you would never figure out, not even until the very end of. Actually, I've put puzzles in my writings that you will not even figure out until the very last day of this earth. I'm not kidding. Seriously. Even until the end of the end, when we're pushing into the void, there's still going to be puzzles. It's in here. But getting back to this, so what I want, and I discussed what the fountain does. The fountain, it uses harmonic resonance to activate the water, to cause it to spin differently. That water that is activated, and I mentioned this before, tourmaline-centered activated water. I had discussed this. You're going to go and you're going to find it. What this water does is it prevents cancer. It's a harmonized water, harmonized to the resonant substrate of all that is, of all the light. This water, when drinking, it's going to make you live longer. I'm being honest with you, it's going to make you live longer. In addition, it's going to heal you. It's going to prevent cancer from happening. So this is very important. Okay, and all who drink from it will be blessed. I tell you that. But also, and these are going to be large fountains because there's going to be a lot of people to take care of. And also what the fountain is for, the fountain is going to be, this particular water is what's going to be used to water the garden, okay, to water the gardens. This water has to be used to water the gardens because the same way that it is harmonically resonated to affect you, when you absorb it into your hemoglobin, it will cause the spin of the water by osmosis to cause your hemoglobin to spin in the same way, and that's how it prevents cancer. So in the same way, you're using this water. Your high maidens are going to set up for your younger maidens to go out and learn wisdom, the same way you did, by watering the plants at specific times that they need to be watered. And you're going to take care of these 12 plants. Now, this is what I want to talk to you about next, okay? So Isaiah prophecies include rich imagery, notably the tree of life, which symbolizes God's provision in healing. The tree is described in Revelation 22, 1 and 2, where it bears 12 kinds of fruit, yielding its fruit every month. Okay, so this is what I want to talk to you about, okay? Because I have located those 12 fruits. And let me see here. Where is it? Here we go. Boom. Okay. So this is to be continued, and I'm continuing it right now. Okay. So, royal message and proclamation of decree of the King of Kings, the King of the United Nations, from King Eddie King Smith IV, in refeeding the poor. It is hereafter commanded this day that all contracting parties of trust are entitled to the following. Each city in each of mine states of all of mine United Nations are ordered to allocate 5% of all collected tax monies to provide to the city's parks and recreation assembly, which shall henceforth be directed by a group of a minimum of 12 free contracting parties whom are indigenous to the city-state. Shall appointment be only by election, yearly awarded by any righteous contest decided annually by only each city's contracting parties. Of those appointed, a minimum age limit shall be given of 17 years of age, and a maximum age limit established of 21 years of age. All appointments of this royal appointment. In addition, no more than 15% of collected tax monies allocated of the 5% of city's treasury shall be used to sustain the assembly's needs, of which a yearly end-of-year state of affairs and accounting must be provided publicly in each city. All remaining funds allocated must be used to provide for the planting of various trees, bushes, plants, and herbs, which shall be planted in all common areas and provide free food and herbs for both eating and for medical usages. Those whom are of God eat what they can carry daily of one trip daily, okay, of the king's goodwill. And while those whom wish for more extravagant delights shall attend places of dinner and so at their expense. Okay? All shall eat of mine inheritance of our Father at no cost. And yet a royal charge of replenishment of 2 new plantings in service of the community for each month of your gift are if thou art able-bodied. The following plants are named holy and shall be included in any allotment of the assemblies where available. Okay? Ficus religiosa, the peepal tree, the cypress tree, the almond tree, the coconut tree, the willow tree, the Vitis proliferant of old, the smaller, healthier variety. I did a video on this. Sambucus nigra, the red elderberry. Okay? Okay, free children of the future they're going to love this, okay? So here's where I'm getting at, okay? We're going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to go ahead and authorize this now. This is what we're doing. I'll sign it after I'm done here with this video because I can't sign it now. If I sign it now, it's going to push me all the way back at the top again. And this is 4 months in on my post, and it's almost impossible. You'll see when I try and go to the top. So going through the fruits, I sent a little message to my dad. He knows what I was going to do before I was going to do it. I was going to do it, then I looked it up, and sure enough, it was there. It's very weird. Okay, so just going through. Like I said, as you go through, you're going to see a ton of stuff in here that's pretty amazing, okay? Dad, thanks for the Cinnabar. Appreciate that. I needed that. Okay, so going through, we're just going to look. I'm going to try and run up here. There's so much knowledge, so much wisdom in here. I mean, we can go on for days, okay? Yeah, that bee swarm is wild. Anyway, keep going. Yeah. Lots of messages to all my administration. You got to read this stuff so you can get it. Okay, look at that. Yikes. Yikes. Okay. Anyway, we're just going to skip to the garden stuff because this is what this is about. This is what's so important. Okay. Pushing through. See what we got. I kept picking on. Oh, this stuff is amazing. Okay, anyway, keep going. There's so much stuff in here, so much unabridged knowledge, unabridged wisdom, things that you can't even imagine that you're going to find in here. This is the wisdom and the knowledge of Christ. And I got it from my dad, Yahawashi. You see all that, you're going to find hundreds, I don't know, maybe 100, possibly 100 messages to my dad throughout all my videos. And yes, it messes with me. Where is that? The oak. Okay. No. Let's see. The oak. The oak trees. Okay. So I wasn't getting it. So Dad finally taught me. It took me a while. He had to teach me how to. He's weird. He sends me this. I don't know why you just don't pick up the phone, Dad. I got a cell phone. You could call anytime, but he prefers to echo me these weird riddles until I finally figure it out, and then boom. Okay, so I want watermelon. I want Citrus lanitus watermelon at all of my gardens. Okay, there's a reason why. You're gonna find out why I want it at all my gardens. Okay, and I give a lot of information as to the health benefits for each of these. We had all of this stuff before. All of this, these 12 fruits. They were up before, and then when these colonists came, they cut down the grapes because they wanted grapes for wine that get you drunk instead of grapes that make you healthy. They never liked our watermelon until they, it took them a while. They made fun of us. I mean, it's a fruit that is actually balanced specifically for people. I mean, literally, it's made almost exactly as we are. As far as percentages of water, and it's also it's a special fruit because the way it grows, you can tell by the way fruit grows and by the way that animals grow, if they're healthy or not, based on their the way they grow to the resonant harmonic substrate of our light. Okay, that's stuff you're gonna learn later. Okay, so continuing on, I'm getting in here. I want to keep pushing this. Okay. See if I got any more. Oh yeah, I destroyed that without even effort. He got destroyed. He's disgusting. Okay, so the King of Oaks. Okay, here we go. What's this one? Okay, what are we doing? The oak tree. Anyway, I want you to go. The white oak. There it is. The white oak. I want the white oak is pyramidal shaped. Okay. The reason why these trees grow in pyramidal shapes is because they are actually harnessing the golden ratio harmonics of the earth. So when you're planting in your garden, I want the 12 fruits planted, but I also want you to be out there using your wisdom to discover, these plants and these additional fruits that I want you to plant in your garden as well. But I want you to make the 12 fruits always available, throughout your 12-mile area. I want it to be beautiful, ladies. Ladies, I want it to be beautiful. Wives, I want it to be beautiful. We're going to discuss this here in a minute. Yeah, I know, boys. You want to know what's going on with the wives. Okay, I'll tell you in a minute. There's going to be some broken legs is what's going to happen. That's really what's happening. But we'll talk about it in a minute. So, again, flying through here. Go through everything. Find the 12 fruits, okay? That's what I want you to do. Here's another one. Okay, another fruit. Okay, Kumara longa, 11 and 12. Like I said, I went through. Yeah. Make some tea out of it. The tea is amazing. Okay, and there's a bunch of stuff you can do with this. Okay, but plant it because it's excellent. Okay, and I know I should have done something a little better, more prepared, but I'm in a hurry and I'm about to climb a mountain. Okay, coconuts. Yes. Is this 12 of 12? Yeah. Fruit 12 of 12. The coconuts. Cocos nefaria. Yes, coconut. And yes, I told Dad already. It'd be great if we could change it, but we can't change it because it's already been established. Yes, nefaria. It sounds like, you know what? Yeah, that guy had a stroke. Anyway, okay, so, and here's what I want you to do, ladies. Okay, so what I want you to do, this is gonna likely hurt me in the pocket, but you're the queens. So this is what you're gonna do. We're going to be doing the Eden projects. And these things are huge, okay? I want you to go like with the Eden project. You're gonna need this for the big trees. There's the big trees you're gonna be planting. The ones that are the giant trees, okay? And for the specific vegetation and areas to grow the trees, some of the areas are going to need these Eden project type encampments. So yeah, this is gonna cost a pretty penny. Okay, read this, see it. Okay, that's what we're doing. That's what Dad wants. You hear me? That's what Dad wants. So you're gonna do it. You are going to do this. Okay. So anyway, you're gonna go through. You're gonna find everything I said about that, and then, like I said, my royal ambassadors are gonna go through. They're gonna learn about how to make tessellated crystals, and how to connect them to and to focus the energy, to cause polarized energy to go through the crystals when they are tessellated, to cause different harmonic resonances for specific effects. You're going to learn this. You hear me? You're going to learn this. You're going to master it. I'm not even joking. You're going to master it. Okay? This is to control the polarization flow and harmonic resonance emissions to produce desired effects. Okay? Yeah, I was thinking about making flying cities with tessellated crystals. It's astonishing what you can do with this, because they do a couple of things. Depending on the type of crystal, the rubellite tourmaline, it causes, because it has a triangular subatomic crystal lattice structure all the way through, when you polarize electromagnetic fields through, what it does is it causes spintronic force. In vortex, how do I put this? Vortex energy. And I went over old Egyptian technology, which I told you it was stolen, and it's not that great. They're not that great. That stuff back there is not that great. I'm making way better stuff. We're gonna make way better stuff. I'm not kidding. Okay? So I want you to go through all of this for that. Okay, I'm just catching up here so I can get up. Okay? So I want my royal administration to comprehend these things. Okay? Okay. Yep. Okay, so you're gonna go through all this. We're gonna eventually put together all these books. I want you to go and I want you to fix the calendar. Also, my royal administration, fix the calendar. Pretty sure we're gonna need to extrapolate if January and February are unholy. I want everything back the way it's supposed to be. I want all the times put back the way they were supposed to be. I want all the months put back the way they were supposed to be. This is when my right hand is in power. I want you guys to fix everything. You hear me? I want everything fixed. I want Oh, I want the truth to be known about everything. Okay? All right, we're going to run through. We don't lie. Okay? We tell the truth. Oh, yeah. Michael, I love you. Anyway, okay, we're just going to keep scrolling through. There's so much here. There's so much here. There's something for my royal accountant. There's something for, it's to my royal accountant, to Elam. I want everybody funded. When the royal administration puts together the budget for everyone, and if I finally decide on your budgets and you're all into agreement of it, and you're not bankrupting me, I want to be making revenue. Do you hear me? I'm not interested in losing money. You hear me? I'm not in the business of not bringing forth a profit and everybody excelling. Do you hear me? So you don't bankrupt me. You understand me? If I come back and I'm bankrupt, I'm going to destroy everyone. Not even joking when I get back from sabbatical. Okay, to continue further. Yeah, I did that. The redemption. Yeah, I already did that. Okay. Oh yes, real quick. Cuba and Libya. My royal administration of judges. I want you to review of civil, the high judges, GMS. I want you to review the Cuba and the Libya open cases that I have. I want you to review all the open cases that I have. And if it's a civil case, I want GMS to side on it. If it's an administrative case dealing with bondmen, then I want IUIC dealing with it. Okay? Okay, we're going to continue further. So again, GMS is civil, so they're over IUIC. But just keep in mind, IUIC, they can't overrule anything that you say. Technically, they can't overrule anything that you say until all of you actually agree on it. So stop the fighting. I can hear you guys fighting to this very day. I can hear you guys arguing until the end of the earth. Come on, get over it. Stop it. Okay? Anyway, to continue further, everybody got something good. Okay? So I want you to go into Libya, and I want you to go into Cuba, and I want you to make it right because they were wrong. They were wronged. Okay? Fix it. To continue further. All right? Continuing downward. Like I said, I'm on my way. I got to get going here. I got to climb a mountain. I got to go get on Tuesday. You know what I mean? I got to get on Tuesday. Oh, yeah, bondmen, do not forget any Ashkenazi Khazar who is found in my United Nations, who is not over there in the Palestinian section. They're pushing and they're smashing everything down. Okay, that's their territory. The Ashkenazi are where they're pushing the Palestinians. That's where they're going. They're actually decreasing right now their territory by everything that they do because the Palestinians are their masters. If they're not in the Palestinian territory, I want them executed. You heard me. You heard me. You heard me. If the Ashkenazi Khazar is found anywhere in my United Nations, again, they are to be handed over to the bondmen. No Israelite is to execute them. You are to hand them over to the bondmen. That is what you are to do. I have made this clear so many times. They're to be destroyed down to the last man and woman. Okay, and the only way they're going to survive is if they stay in their territory with the Palestinians as their masters, as I have said. And if you find them, you take them, hand them over to the bondman, and the bondman can do whatever the hell they want to with them with immunity. Oh yeah, and IUIC, you better take care of my bondman, okay? If they come to you and they have a confirmed kill, you give them some of the good stuff. You heard what I said? Okay? You're going to get with the royal ambassadors. You're going to give them some of the good stuff, the good life technology, the high grade stuff that I made for you guys. That I didn't make public. Okay? All right, the good stuff, the stuff that'll make you live, 400 or 500 years. Okay? Oh, also, no one goes over 250 years. I made technology that will let you live for 400, 500, 600 years. But if you go over 250 years before the royal administration allows, by the authority of the King of Kings, to advance and to raise up the length of days to unlimited, if you do, you're dead man. Okay? No one goes over 250 years until you can show that you can show our Father in heaven that you can listen to a command. Okay? If you do, bondman, you know what to do to him. Okay? Royal administration, you know what to do with them. Okay? Anyone that's disobeying, we're gonna make examples of them. Anyone that goes over 250 years, give them the Nick Manage. You hear me? Anyone that goes over 250 years, you give them the Nick Manage, and then you put them in the Trump zoo, the Trump descendant zoo. That's what I want you to do with them. You go over 250 years until my right hand of authority, all of my non-bond equity-bearing contracting parties can lift up my sword and say, hey, you know what? We're going to live forever now. Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm giving you motivation. I'm giving everybody motivation to get the administration together as quickly as possible. Everyone's getting motivation. Now let's talk about this for the Royal Gardens. Yes, I invoked for the Royal Gardens eminent domain. Eminent domain for my wives. And then we're going to talk about that here in just a moment, okay? So we're going to keep flowing through. I want you going through all of this stuff, okay, so you can learn. Elam. How badass is Elam? Look at Elam. Okay, you see that lady right there? She's my royal accountant, okay? Federal Reserve, who's being hunted. You want to come and try and stick your hand in my pocket this time? Huh? You want to stick your hand in my pocket? Huh? You do? You want to stick your hand in my pocket? Huh? My accountant will blow your head off. Not playing. They're going to be the new world power. They're the World Bank. Oh, look at my beautiful. Oh, look at my beautiful. Like I said, I have no worries. This is who's going to be protecting your gardens, ladies. These are the gentlemen. These are the princes who are going to be protecting your gardens. No joke. Okay? I want you, the young maidens, all right? Okay? Now here's my issue. The young maidens and these princesses and these princesses, okay? I'm set up for all of the maidens to receive special technology, to receive special cows, to make your hair grow longer, to things that are going to make your hair grow long, that are going to make you live longer. Okay? Look, ladies, princesses, as long as you stay in your garden, okay, you will have access to the water, you will have access to long life. Only in the garden, only in the garden may a maiden go past the age of 250. If she steps out of the garden after that, well, but at that time that the garden's established, more than likely you'll have already increased the age limit, is what I'm thinking. Okay, so watch the boys, high maidens, watch the boys, watch the girls, watch the princesses, Don't let them mess up their lives, okay? Don't let them mess up their lives. Take them all the way from elect to installed. Princes and princesses, to actual, when they reach age, when they come of age, they're going to be an elect. They're going to have a right. An 18-year-old will have the right to tell the entire world, all of Israel, no, we're not doing that. Think about what I'm doing here. And I want you to think about how hard this is going to be to lift up my sword. If even one 18-year-old doesn't like what you guys are doing, you can't do it. You have to stop. Every single person in Israel, every free descendant who's getting given eternal sui juris emancipation for them and all of their descendants has the right to rule and to say, hey, this is not right, and why this is not right, and to present their case. And they sure as hell better be unabridged, high maidens, by the time they get out there to do that. This is why I'm entrusting you with something so big. This is what I'm entrusting you with our seed. Okay? This is the seeds of righteousness. All who come out of that garden, all who finish their edification, they're going to be so much better than me. I'm the minimum. I'm the minimum I'm the minimum acceptable for absorption. I'm trying to explain this to you. You have to be better than me. You have to be. So you're gonna pick up everything I gave you and you're gonna learn it. And I probably only left you about 5% of what I know, because that's all I got a chance to. I run around, destroying this evil lot. Okay? But if you can't get it to this level, well, we're gonna have a problem. As you see, I have done a tremendous amount of due diligence. I have reviewed many acts, many people's words, and I've reviewed all of my administration. I've given every single one of you advice, counsel, and love, and you're going to find it. Okay? Oh, Pope Leo, he's ultra vires. What I want you to do with Pope Leo, if we can find anybody with his DNA, I want him and all of his DNA added into the Trump descendant zoo. I want you to put him in there because he's the one who did this crap. Pope Leo the 14th, who did this Magnificus Humanatis, where if you actually review it very carefully with unabridged eyes and unabridged minds and unabridged vocabulary, where you can see that he actually did decree. He decreed social doctrine of the church's legacy of wisdom, living corpus of truth, living death of truth, the res novae of our time. He declared res novae, which is rebellion. And he says it is necessary to establish adequate regulatory tools capable of upholding justice and curbing the distorting effects of technological power. He decreed an AI prison, knowledge of our own DNA. Look at the stuff he says to an impressive dominance over the whole of humanity in the whole world. Okay, we're gonna go, and this is why you're gonna go find his kids and all of his seed. Anybody that has his DNA, his mom, his grandma, his uncle. I'm talking anybody who's running around. The Pope is my cousin. No, you're gonna go grab them and you're gonna put them in that fucking zoo. That's where they go. This is where piece of shits go. The total piece of shits go in the zoo. Is what we're doing with him. Okay. The bishops, they're excommunicated. They have no authority. The church has no authority anymore. It's just my royal administration. So continuing through. Okay. Let's get up to where we gotta go so I can get out of here. Is anything else really important? Okay. All right. Yeah. Oh, hey, royal, I want my royal ambassador, I want you to take black flags, and I want you to go over and talk to all of the, I want you to take black flags with wisdom on them, some of the wisdom I gave you, of how light turns into matter, explaining these things as best you can. I want you to take it over, and I want you to go bless Elam, giving them the good news. When I say Elam, I already explained this, I'm talking to everybody, all descendants of them. Okay, those are my accountants. I want you to tell them they're accountants. Give them the good news about their commission for being my accountant. Okay. Anyway, I got to get up to the top, getting there. Okay, I want you guys to thoroughly comprehend how light turns into matter. I've explained everything in detail to you. I want you I want my second heart. I want my second heart handing out the light of days to all of Israel, and I want you doing it with wisdom. And and I want you to take care of those who bless Israel are blessed. Okay? Those who curse Israel, they're cursed. They're gonna die. They're gonna live to be about 80, and they're gonna die while we living to be about 250. I ain't even joking. And then after you change the age limit, you're gonna live eternal. That's how good the tech's gonna be. Dad already told you. Okay, anyway, we're gonna keep going. Can't do anything but laugh at these guys. Okay. Okay, let's see what we got. Yeah. Yeah, I've been pressing. Yeah, I beat up on them. Okay. What else we got? Just flying through here. Okay. Did I address these guys? The globalist plan of control. I'm pretty sure we got most of the. Okay, on this list here, most of them are beached, are in the beached whale category, and they're going to be getting either impaled or all the other crap, or the man age and all that other horrible stuff. I decreed. My bondman, you're going to do this, or you're not getting jack shit. If you don't go out and do what I told you to do, bondman, whom I love you so much. But I give you immunity to go kill people who are trying to steal your children, you're going to go do it. You're going to go do it. And after you do it, you go see my royal administration. It's going to hand you an ankh that's got a meter on it and guarantees you're going to live to be 250 years, as long as you get it done quick. So I say start early. You start early so that you can look young. You don't want to be stuck at 40 years old. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be stuck at 40 or 50 years old. You want to be stuck at 20, 21, 22, 23. Those are the guys that I want out chopping down these bastards. Okay? I want you out and I want you chopping them down, bondman. I want you to follow them to the ends of the earth, all the way out to the Ankh. Okay? Not even joking. Underground, under the seas. In the caves. I want you to, you press them and you press them because your life depends on it. And I'm not even joking. Your life, as in your living life, how long you get to live, but also your civil death and you being of delivered by my right hand. Okay? They have to see the punishment and see what you're doing. Because our people, my people of Israel, they're peaceful people. They're going to not want you to do it, and they're going to be speaking out all over the place. But until they all together can say, okay, fine, we're gonna just to stop this evil, or not evil, just to stop this horrible, retribution, this righteous judgment and divine wrath. Okay, fine, we will get together and we will do it, and then they will do it. So that's why I say continue to press them. Plus, they bond you and they tried to steal your children. So you go get them. Do exactly what I told you to. Okay, to continue. Sorry, ladies. You know that whenever I'm discussing high maidens, there's always a kill list attached. I'm sorry about that. Okay, so we're getting there. Let's see. Yeah, we're getting there. Okay. Yeah, read those messages to my dad too, because they're really good. Look at this. For my royal ambassadors, I want you to have this. I want you to teach classes on this. Constantly. I want all types of crystals in the classes. I want everybody with magnets and crystals. I want all of Israel walking around with unabridged dictionaries, the real ones. I want you to have an unabridged dictionary. I want you to have a legal lexicon from 1935 or 1936. And I want everybody in Israel to be walking around with either backpacks or a book bag that's got these dictionaries. And I want you strong as hell. Y'all gonna get strong from carrying this stuff. I'm telling you. And you're gonna get strong in the mind. Super strong in the mind. Okay, to continue onward, you're going to know exactly what the hell I'm talking about here, all right? This is what we're doing. Look at this. That's what we're doing. You see that picture right there? Look at this. This is what the future looks like. They are not even joking, but it's going to be flying cities. Soon, these flying domains are going to be floating around from electrogravitic technology and polarized electrogravitic technology. I even provided new superconductors, new types of superconductors for you in so much technology that I made for you, where they're room temperature superconductors, so you can get the electrogravitic lift. Okay, trust me, I know what I'm talking about. Do what I said. Dad gave me this for you. Yahawashi sent me to love you guys and raise you up, and I always will. Forever, eternal and eternal. Okay, so we're getting there. Just running through this. Like I said, there's books and books and books. You think I'm joking? It's going to be amazing. Look at that. We're getting rid of those guys. Okay, let's see. You wouldn't even believe it. You wouldn't even believe it. Okay, so continuing onward. 1 month. I still got another month to go. Like I said, I've been on this. I not joking. I made. Oh, also, I want you to stop wearing sackcloth. Get this sackcloth off. I want everybody ready for an apparel change. Okay. I made raiments. I've given you technical designs for raiments. I want you, the man of Israel. I want you all working on the raiments, integrating the micro technology and the monatomic oxide technology, the integrating of the gold fibers infused with monatomic gold, the graphene oxide, spider thread, all of the stuff that I made. All of this stuff I made for you. I want you testing it. I want you working on it. And I want you perfecting it. Okay? So we're going to continue onward. Okay, I want to get to the decree at the top. Okay, if they're on the list, make sure everybody's in. I want everybody double checked who participated in, making videos and speaking out and attempting to be righteous. I want them double checked to see if they should be added in or not, and if their family's descendants should be added in to each administration. But I'm going to sticking with the high maidens. High maidens are only the descendants of IUIC that I've already stated from this day forward. So let's see what we got here. IUIC, you're about to have a lot of girls, a lot of women are about to run your way. Okay? Yeah, you're welcome. You're very welcome. Extremely welcome. Yeah, about 7 per. Okay. You don't get it, this is what you're getting. If you don't get it, you're going in a box. You're going to wait to consummation. And all who don't get the access to life technology, please look over here, please. And when you wake up next cycle, you'll be blessed. Okay, don't worry. Okay, continuing onward. Hey, this. Okay. Dad gave me this warning. You need to follow it. Okay, here's an adjustment for the future because you're going to mess it up when you're building the fountains. Sorry about the noise. When you're building the fountains, I want you to be careful to make sure of what Father said. Okay, here. All right, read this. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, there's a proposal in here. Let's see. Okay. All right. So the fountains, you make sure that they are guarded. I want men. I want all of my royal ambassadors. I want you armed. I want you protecting the maidens because there's going to be unrighteous people who are going to want to try and steal the technology from you. Those people who don't have the technology to live to be 250 years, what do you think they're going to be doing? Duh. Of course, that's what they're going to be doing. Okay? They don't have the technology. They're going to want your ornaments. They're going to want the high-quality ornaments. And they're not taking them from my maidens. So like I said, you young princes who are going to be guarding the gardens and the maidens in these 10-mile zones, I'm not playing around, man. I'm not playing around. Okay? If it's got to go down, it's got to go down. You know what I'm saying? If it's got to go down, it's got to go down. I mean that. Okay, so we're going to continue onward. I want you going through everything that I left because I've deciphered a lot of the scriptures. Okay. We're going to talk about. I want you working to develop echo technology. Okay, but I want you to be not. I don't want you to be heinous with it. Follow the law, righteous law. Okay. I want you learning about how to create temporal pathways. That's what the Trump Zoo is for. Okay, you can literally, once we get enough in there, you can break them up into 4 separate temporal pathways and mess with them and mess with their timeline so you can see and walk a mile in Dad's shoes and make modifications and see the modifications, and you can explore how to control time. This is what I'm teaching you. Okay. This is what Dad is teaching us, how to be young gods. But you have to be watchers first. And then after watchers, then you're something else. Okay? One step at a time. Okay? All right, so we're getting there. We're almost there. It is hot. Okay, the flying carpets are coming. Okay, the flying carpets. I'm serious about this. The flying carpets are coming. All right? Yeah, flying carpets are coming with the micro electrogravitic technology that's going to be coming, that Israel's going to be producing. Okay, you don't even believe how wise you're going to be. Stuff that men today can't even imagine. Okay. Again, I want to do better. I want to show Dad that and our personal opinion is that the stuff over in Egypt, the pyramids and all that stuff, we need it and we're going to reactivate them. But Dad, we think it's junk and we're going to make our own stuff that's way better. We're going to make way better stuff, more advanced stuff. It's going to be great. Our table's going to be exquisite, Father, and it's only going to get better and better and better. That's what we're doing, an eternal, perpetual perfection engine. Yeah. Okay, continuing onwards. Okay. Aw. Love you, Mama. Oh, I love you. Okay. Anyway, we're almost there. You'll see I speak a lot of languages. There's my mountain. Okay. All right, so where are we at? We're getting there. Hang on, almost there. I'm going through books. There's so many books, guys. There's so many books. Each of these can carry up to 5,000 characters. And I mean, I try and use my, I want you to be like, I want everybody's head to look like this book right here. Okay? And then when we get to the end, I want the book to be 3 or 4 times as big. And I want our heads to be just as big as the book. You get what I'm saying? I want our mental faculties to be as good as the book. If you can learn more than 80% of this, then I'm going to say you have a better vocabulary than me. It doesn't mean you're wiser than me. Then you got to learn all the other stuff. And other stuff. Okay. This is perfect. This is well done. Add this lady on the guest list and all of her descendants too as well. Locator, tracker, add her to the guest list. Give her the good stuff. The good resonant technology to keep molecular coherence stronger. Like my tattoo? Hey, Dad approves. Look at that. Dad approves of me. Yes, he does. He approves. Okay, anyway. Continuing onward. Yeah, it is a heat wave. We're almost done here, guys. Just got to get to the top. Okay. Oh, yeah, this was so weird. This was weird. What? Dad, what are you doing? Why are you... I ain't never seen nothing like this. It's just weird. You're going to find all types of weird anomalies and just weird, holy stuff. It's so weird. It's so strange. Yeah, pledge on his forehead. You're going to find amazing things. You're going to find amazing stuff. You're going to be able to do forensic analysis. Okay, to my military, remember what I want you to do? I want you to be real heroes. I want you to clean this up for your kids. What do you think the children and the future are going to say if you clean this up? Are they going to say you're a piece of crap or you're a hero? You clean that up, you're a hero to me. That's what I want. That is what I want. Operation Cleanup. Okay? And then I want continue. Okay? All right. So, hey, Father. Love you. Just going through all this stuff. So, I want you to go through all this stuff. Literally, I want you to go and I want you to break the door down over at YouTube. I want you to go and grab the board members' families, and I want you to put a knife to their throat. I want you to tell them they don't give you all of my data. I want you to cut their throats. You hear me? Same thing over at TikTok, and same thing over at X, and all of these media sources that I use. Facebook, everything. If they don't give it to you, I want you to slice all their families' throats. You hear me? You're going to get this information. If they don't get it to you, then you keep killing their family members until you do get it. I'm serious about that. That's if you can't find them directly. They oppressed me. They committed high treason. You see these children right here? These children are in the future, and they're looking at you. They're saying, yeah, we see what happened. Oh, we're not stupid. We're a bridge. These children, they're twice as smart as you because they have learned from an unabridged dictionary, and they've been taught by my high maidens properly. Okay? And they're looking at you saying, yeah, Christ is stopping you from stealing our forefathers, and from kidnapping our forefathers and from stealing them. These children are looking at you. You're going to do what I said to do. Those are my princesses and princesses coming, a righteous generation coming. You're going to learn all this wisdom that I've given you about knowledge of the wisdom of the animals, and you're going to stop treating the animals like shit. You hear me? You treat my animals like shit, I'm going to come back and kick your ass. Okay? You want to go out and you want to fucking hunt, son? You go out and hunt yourself an Ashkenazi Kaiser or one of the rebellious assembly of criminal Majesties. You want to know why? Instead of going out hunting my deer, instead of going out hunting all my animals, but you can actually go and catch one of those some bitches and take the gold and bring it back and collect, shit, a couple $1 million. Huh? You want to do that instead of going out killing my deer? I'm tired of it. Do you hear me? I'm tired of it. And I want you all eating good, clean foods. I don't want no damn more cow. I don't want no more damn comrade chicken. And I don't want any of the other crap too. I don't want any unclean foods. You're to stay specifically on the clean foods list. All of these corporations who have been tricking everyone into eating this shit. Okay, I want you to go take the board members. I want you to go take them. I want you to put it, like I said, I want you to go take the board members who are feeding you unhealthy foods. I want you to take them and I want you to make some fucking examples out of them. Okay? I want you to make examples out of them. Bondman, you understand? We ain't having this shit anymore. There ain't gonna be no damn Kentucky Fried Chicken. You hear what I'm saying? You better change your damn name to Kentucky Fried Deer. I ain't bullshitting, or we're gonna cut your kid's throat. Seriously. Think I'm joking. I'm not fucking around. You think I'm kidding. I'm trying to be calm. I really am. Okay. Ooh. 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 Okay, anyway, let's go down. Yeah, let me just skip over to because this is the important thing I need to talk to you guys about here. Come on. Right here, we're just going to do this and this. Okay, ready? Oh, come on. Back out. Reset it. Just take me to the top. I'm going to read this and we'll talk about it, okay? Boom. Okay. To the royal administration of the King of Kings and all elect royal judges, from Christ, a.k.a. Yahawashi, King Eddie King Smith IV, King of Kings, and just Eddie King Smith IV. Dearest beloveds, I have decided hereto that all of the maidens of IUIC and all of their female descendants shall those be mine elect high maidens of all of mine gardens. This to oversee each fountain of life until they leave the gardens. Verily, in their domain are they mine entitled wives and mine entitled queens, to be respected as such. Yes, I will utterly destroy anyone who even thinks about it. You know exactly what I mean. This until they decide to, of their own decision, to diminish their rights to go their own way as princesses of our Unum Sanctum Trust. After that, well, I, your King of Kings, do I bless both of you moving forwards. Each allotted high maiden shall receive a 10-mile radius of their garden's fountain of life, and of their garden of wisdom, that they whom are entitled to protect, of which is only a single domain allotted for each. This in all of mine United Nations. Have I already decreed that mine royal ambassadors shall they protect them. In addition, that the males of IUIC shall all descendants be elect of mine administrative judicial power, bringing righteous justice by unabridged wisdom to all whom remain bond. That GMS is mine chosen high civil judicial power, bringing righteous justice to all of justice of mine law, and that of our Father to all of civil rights as justices of non-bond equity-bearing contracting parties. So you get what I'm saying? The administrative side deals with the bondmen, and the civil side deals with those who are free. Okay? Yes, GMS Israelites by civil law, are they over even you, IUIC? Yet consider clearly what I have done, that only in unison can the civil repeal that not of civil law. And so have entrusted the justice of mine much loved bondmen, specifically to IUIC. This is what I want, so it is. Do I know that I can't convince either of you to stop arguing with each other? That is useless unless it's something that you both want. That's the only time you shut up. Although I say this, think always clearly about how I love all of you, no matter no matter what I thought. It's true. So, if you are blessed, if you are of the blessed, whom are beneficiaries of the wonderful works of the high maidens of the gardens, do well, and congratulations to all elect. Look at how far you all have come. So, I want you maidens, I want you teaching. I want you teaching, not preaching. Let me say this again, ladies. High maidens, I want you teaching, not preaching. Okay? I want the men preaching. I want the men preaching. You're gonna authorize, which ones you're gonna authorize. I want the men preaching. All right? Yeah, they're under your, anyone who enters is under your domain. But you are to respect the men who are preaching. You are to respect any guest, especially a high guest who walks in. You respect them. You are to respect, I'm talking to my wives here, honey, women, you are to respect them. Okay? You are to respect all of the royal administration. Okay? Other than that, you can smack anybody else who you want to around. Okay? All right? Sure, I'm gonna have a couple of female Yahawashis. All right? Be nice. Be respectful. Be royal. Be of majestic grace, ladies. I want Esther's. I want Esther's all around. You hear what I'm saying? Okay? I love you women. I really do. And I'm gonna tell you straight up. In my youth, I was not that great to women. I went around, I told them all, we're gonna go out and have some fun, we're gonna do this, we're gonna have a great time, but we're gonna ride something like a roller coaster. We're gonna ride the roller coaster, okay? I'm gonna tell you something, high maidens, this roller coaster ride I'm putting you on, it's eternal. It's eternal if you want it to be, all right? Anyway, sincerely, Christ, aka Yahawashi, King of Kings, King of the United Nations. You get the idea. So talking about this, maidens, if you want to be my wife and you want to go ahead and to approach the maidens of the garden or to establish a garden, you have right to, but you got to comprehend. You're agreeing to be my wife, all right? Now, if you decide that you meet a nice man who wants to, and you want to leave the garden, and you want to dissolve our, you want to annul our, annul our marriage. You'll still be a non-bond equity contracting princess, okay? And then at that point, I'm okay with you leaving the garden, and taking off that nice stuff, taking off that nice. I'm just gonna be honest with you, honey. If you leave the garden, the stuff that you're wearing is not gonna work the same. I'm being straight up with you. If you leave the garden, you're gonna start fading away. I'm being honest with you. Okay, that's the real truth of it. Okay, that's the truth. All right, but you have to comprehend that you're giving up your right as my queen to go be the queen of, the queen of your new king, your new chosen king, my prince. Do you get what I'm saying? Are you guys comprehending what I'm saying? You better be comprehending what I'm saying. I want these gardens to be spectacular. This is a major, important thing. I wouldn't be sitting here making this video about it while I should be up climbing a mountain. You do realize I'm on the biggest struggle I ever had in my life right now. And I had to stop. I stopped in it specifically to love the crap out of all of you. So you better take this very serious. I want these gardens pristine. You hear me? I want these kids protected. I want my princess and princes. I want them to grow up with dignity. I want them to learn how about the crystals. I want them to learn about what the universe is made of. I want them all to have the light of days in them by the time they do the walk. They're approaching into their middle school areas, or what we would call that at this point in time. I want them fully unabridged. Maidens, I want you unabridged all of these children. I want them to be. I want the 10-year-old, the 10 and 15-year-olds to be as wise as I am right now, but you can't even comprehend. But it's close. You keep working to get them as close as you can. Okay, and give them manners. Don't let them grow up like me. You hear what I'm saying? Don't let them be all smacked around and had their face smashed in the dirt. Like me. Look how bad I turned out. I know you got a rough and tumble husband. Okay, baby, but I want you to raise up the children right, with dignity and honor and respect and love. And this is what I want. I want you to respect me, okay? And I want you to respect the children. And I want you to give them hell, okay? I want you to give them hell. I want you to smack them around and make them smart and tough and wise, especially the ones who need to love the most. You're gonna give them more attention, more love, okay? That's what I want from you, okay? And when you fall in love and you're ready to leave, then go ahead and leave. Don't worry, you'll be well taken care of. I promise you. Any maiden, any high maiden who chooses to leave the garden, and in which case a new elect will be elected by all maidens. At that point, like I said, I bless your marriage or whatever you choose to go off and do. If you want to do something else, whatever you want to do. Okay, so, two, as far as this, okay, specifically to my royal ambassadors, okay, the ones with the swords of the flaming swords protecting the garden, okay? All right, look, these maidens are going to be fine, all right? They're going to be super fine. The maidens are going to be super, super fine, all right? I'm talking, this technology I'm giving them is going to make their hair look amazing, okay? They're going to be coming comely, very, very, very comely. Type of stuff that makes people want to, watchers want to come down from heaven, okay? Now look, I know you can't control yourselves, all right? All right, there's going to be a couple punks that are going to try and make some moves on my wife. If you see a dude making a move on my wife, and if he does something unrighteous with my wife, I want you to break his fucking legs. You know what I'm saying? Somebody messes with my wife, okay, in that way, okay, and trying to convince her to be unfaithful. I want you to break his legs. Now I want you to take him. I want you to heal him, okay. After you heal him, keep him in custody. After you heal him, I want you to take him back out to the garden, okay. Ask my wife to come out. Very politely, and then in front of her, I want you to break his legs again and leave him there. You got me? That's what I want you to do to him. They fuck with my wife. I'm not even joking. Any of my wives. I'm serious about that. Okay, so I've had this harsh and straightforward conversation with all of you, my royal administration. Obviously, this isn't for the young kids. When the elect get older, when they turn 18, I want you to give them access to all of my uncut stuff, where it's where I'm going crazy, where I'm going wild, I'm losing it. That's okay. The ones who are under, keep it on the PG-13 stuff. All right. As far as deciphering and spreading all of this stuff, I've given instructions on all that. So this is what I want. You get me? This is what I want. You hearing me? This is what I want. How long? How long into you, my beloved elects, is it that you all together can pull my sword out to become Christ? Be careful. You know now by that of righteous law and of what can manifest. I want you to pull it out, okay? I want you to pull it out, and when you pull it out, I want you to increase the life to unlimited. When you pull it out, I want you to assign budgets, proper budgets. When you pull it out, I want you to slay the unrighteous. When you pull it out, I want you to love those who loved you back. When you pull it out, I want you to ensure that I shouldn't say ensure. I want you to see that all righteousness is done. I want you to see that the perfection of a perfect um, a perfect trust is put together. I want you to do everything necessary to ensure our escape from consummation over and over again, and to see that my will is done. That is what I want you to do. And I want you to do it in our Father's name. You hear me? I want you to do it in our Father's name. Yahweh. Oh, God, I love you guys. I gotta go climb a mountain and go see my dad. Good luck, everyone.
Grand Rising.
That's what I gotta say. Indeed. Grand rising to all. I gotta go. Do this, and this is the path of victory. And that's my mountain. I love you all very much. See you in the future. This is your king, the capitalized king of the United Nations, King Eddie King Smith IV. And my juris entitled self is just Eddie King Smith IV signing off. I love you. Bye.